Hi, Peter Charles here of Hooked for Life Fly Fishing, and today I like to tie another old classic steelhead pattern called the Al Special. It was designed by Al Knudsen back in the first half of the 20th century for the Washington rivers on the Olympic Peninsula and on the Rogue River. It's got a well-deserved reputation as being an effective fish catcher, and a lot of the literature I've read has suggested that it was mostly a winter pattern. So we're going to work on it as that basis. So let's get in and have a look at the materials. Since this is a winter pattern, we're going to use a heavy salmon iron in a size 2. Our thread is black 8/0. The tag is a medium gold oval tinsel. Our tail is going to be red saddle hackle. We'll also use this as the collar as well. Our rib is going to be a medium silver tinsel. The body is yellow chenille. And we're going to use white bucktail for the wing. Okay, let's get started. Since we're going to be covering this with chenille, I'm not too terribly worried about getting a lovely smooth body here. I'll just get the thread back. Okay, now our gold tinsel for our tag. Now just bring your thread out of the way. Try to make sure this is in touching turn so you don't get any black showing through. Now we just come back with the thread. Now for the tail, which is a red saddle hackle. Use the pinch loop. Make sure it's on straight. Now we come in with our rib. And next is our yellow chenille. You'll notice that I've taken off a little bit to give me a tying in point. Bring that thread back and wind that forward. Okay, now here's the trick. We've got a big bump right here where I've tied in the tail and the ribs and what have you. So if I just started wrapping normally, I'm going to get a bump at the end. So instead, what I do is I really pull the chenille tight when I'm on the bump, and as I come off the bump, I back off the pressure, and now I'm going to wrap my chenille with a light pressure, keeping it close together so it fluffs up, and then just kind of bring it up onto the return. So you can see we've got a nice even body now. We don't show that big bump at the end. It's one of the beauties of using chenille. You can do that and get away with that big bump and it doesn't show. Okay, now for the rib. I'm going to just put one right at the back and then we'll come forward. Okay, now for our hackle. Sweep the fibers back. Sweep those barbs back. Make sure you don't trap any. Always wind in front of the previous turn. Okay, finally for our wing, I'm going to use a hair stacker. Okay, size it about half the length of the tail. finish. And there we have the Al Special. Pretty straightforward to tie. It's a pleasant looking pattern, and I've always done well with some yellow on a fly, so it's a good fly to try if the water has got that stained green, that steelhead green that we all like. So give it a try. It's an effective pattern. Cheers.